for lesson 4 in chapter 9, we're going to be multiplying special cases. And all that is instead of giving you the two binomials separated, it's the same binomial times itself. So it means it'd be squared. We're going to have two cases where we have a plus b squared, where we have an addition in the parentheses, and a minus b squared, where we would have subtraction within the parentheses. So to help you with that, if we follow FOIL, we would get this generic statement: a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And hopefully this idea will help you once we fill in numbers for a and b later on in this slideshow. If you have a minus b squared, that would take you to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Notice that if it's an addition problem, you're adding 2ab. If you have subtraction, you're going to be subtracting 2ab. So let's see how it works in this case. Y plus 11 squared. Okay? What that really means is you're taking y plus 11 times y plus 11. If you were to solve that like we did in lesson 3, you would use our FOIL method. And using the FOIL method, that would give us y squared plus 11y plus 11y plus 121. Notice how we have 2ab here. Okay? By combining like terms, that gives us y squared plus 22y plus 121. Right? So that's with FOIL. Okay, now we have a special case with subtraction. 3w minus 6 squared. And again, what that really means is 3w minus 6 times 3w minus 6. Okay? If you were to solve that using your FOIL method, first, outside, inside, last, hopefully you would get this next step. 9w squared minus 18w plus 36. Notice how I keep repeating the inside term twice. You combine like terms on that and you would get 9w squared minus 36w plus 36. So going back to y plus 11 squared, that binomial, when we used our FOIL, our answer was y squared plus 22y plus 121. Well, to get to the answer without using FOIL necessarily, if you go back to the a plus b squared formula from the first slide, we get our y squared from taking our first term and squaring it. Y times y. We get our b squared, the 121, by squaring 11. 11 times 11 is 121. Okay? Well, then the middle, 2ab, means you have to multiply these two together. Y times 11. That gives you 11y, but remember you have to double that. And when you double that, it gives you your 22y. Same way with our 3w minus 6 squared. If you go back to our original a minus b squared, the a is 3w. If you square that, multiply it by itself, 3 times 3 is 9, w times w is w squared. Then for b squared, negative 6 times negative 6 gives you 36. And then the last part is the a times b. 3w times 6 gives you negative 18w. And then you have to double that, gives you your 36w. Okay, so let's try one of these on our own. T plus 6 squared. Okay, well, I'm going to square a first. That's your first term, which is t. T times t is t squared. Then your b term, squared, would give you a positive 36. And then you have your a times b, which would give you 6t, but remember you have to double that, multiply it by 2, and get your answer of positive 12t. And in our last problem, 7m minus 2p squared, this one's the fun one because we have an extra variable put in there. Same idea, we're going to square a first. 7m times 7m gives you 49m squared. Then let's square b. Negative 2p times negative 2p should give you a positive 4p squared. And then a times b gives you 14. 7 times 2 gives you 14 mp. And then when you double that up, it would be a negative 28 mp in standard form.